If you earn less than you think you should, this video is for you. Because in 2026, low-income investors are not losing money from one big mistake. They're losing it from 7 tiny, boring mistakes that quietly eat every spare dollar you try to invest. Stay with us, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which mistakes you're making. And you will know how to fix them with as little as $1 at a time. This is Wealth Empire TV, and today we're breaking down 7 mistakes low-income investors make in 2026, and how to fix them with $1. Real talk, if someone tells me, just invest $1 and you'll be rich, I click away. I work, I'm tired, and I don't want to hear those fairy tales. I have $40 left after bills. What do I actually do with it?
So if you're watching, do this with me. Grab a piece of paper or open notes on your phone.
Write the numbers 1 to 7 down the side. For each mistake, you'll mark Chuck if you're doing it, X if you're safe. At the end of the video, you'll know how you are doing and see your personal scorecard. A personal scorecard? Now that's something I need. Good. Are you ready? Let's go straight in. Mistake number 1, treating AI stock tips and viral videos like an actual investing plan. In 2026, every second video says, AI found this secret stock that the value will rise 10 times by Friday. If your income is low and you're chasing those returns, you're not investing, you're gambling. Quick check for you watching. Have you ever bought a stock or crypto only because an AI bot or a TikTok or a Discord group said it was about to explode? If yes, put a yes next to number 1. I've done that. I told myself, it's only $20, who cares? But 3 of those only $20 moves is $60 I could have had in something boring but real. Here's the simple fix, and it's not exciting. 1. Set a lottery limit. What that means is that maximum 5 to 10% of your investing money can go into AI tips, meme coins, anything hyped. 2. The remaining 90 to 95% goes into fractional shares of broad, boring funds. 2. Like index ETFs inside your main investing app. If all you can spare is $10 a week, you might do $9 in a broad index fund via fractional investing, $1 in your lottery play. You still get the fun. But now your future isn't run by strangers on the internet. We are done with mistake number 1, that is, treating AI stock tips like a retirement plan. $3 a month eat $36 per year. $36 on $100 eat 36% of your money, gone in fees. $3 a month eat $36 per year. $36 on $100 eat 36% of your money, gone in fees. Mistake number 2, paying big fees on tiny balances. Wow, that really eats into profits. Exactly. Use low fee options to fix it. Mistake number 2 is one I didn't even know was a mistake. Paying real money for micro-investing apps when your balance is tiny. Listen carefully. This one quietly wrecks low-income investors. A lot of apps in 2026 say, invest your spare change, just $3 a month. $3 sounds like nothing, but if you only have $100 invested, $3 a month eat $36 per year. $36 on $100 eat 36% of your money, gone in fees. You cannot build wealth when the app eats 36% a year. Quick check. Do you pay a flat monthly fee for an investing app? Is your total balance under $500? If yes, put a yes next to number 2. So what's the fix if I'm broke but I still want to invest small amounts? Start with just $1 in a low-cost index fund. 3 rules. 1. Avoid flat monthly fees until your balance is at least $1,000 plus. 2. Use a broker or app that lets you buy fractional shares with no monthly subscription and low or zero commissions. 3. If you must use a paid app, calculate annual fee divide your balance. If it's more than 1% a year, it's probably not for low balances. The $1 blueprint for low-income investors to build wealth with fractional investing. The $1 blueprint for low-income investors to build wealth with fractional investing. I break down a fee filter checklist you can run any app through in 60 seconds. Get the book, From Spare Change to Smart Wealth, link in description. Mistake number 3. Investing every spare cent with no mini safety net. Here's the pattern. You start investing, you're proud, your tire blows, or your kid gets sick. You have no cash, so you sell your investments at the worst possible time. You tell yourself, investing doesn't work for me. The problem wasn't investing. The problem was no shock absorber. Let's do a quick check. If an unexpected $150 bill hit you today, would you have to sell your investments or swipe a credit card? If your answer is yes, put a yes next to number 3. So tell me, what should a low-income investor do? Should they be waiting until they have 6 months of expenses? That feels impossible. No, that is advice for people with extra money. For low-income investors, use the $300 shock absorber rule. And 1. First goal, save $300 in a boring savings account. 2. Only after that, start your regular investing plan. 3. Keep the shock absorber there. Refill it after use if life hits you. It's small on purpose, just enough so you don't have to destroy your investments every time life sneezes. Mistake number 4, ignoring high-interest debt. Oh no, how bad is that? It costs you a fortune. Let's fix it. Mistake number 4, trying to invest while carrying high-interest debt and pretending the math doesn't matter. You're saying I shouldn't invest at all if I have debt? Not exactly. I'm saying you need to understand the numbers. If your credit card charges 25% interest and the stock market historically returns about 7 to 10% a year on average, every $100 you keep on that card costs you $25 a year. That same $100 in the market might make you about $7 to $10 a year long term. So you're losing 15% by investing while the card sits there. Do you have high interest debt over 15% and you're investing more than $25 a month? If yes, put a yes next to number 4, and do not forget to like and share this video to help many more people. How can the low-income earners do it right? Use the 70-30 rule until your expensive debt is gone. 70% of your extra money killing high-interest debt. 30% still building the investing habit with small fractional amounts. Small steps win the race. For example, you have $50 extra, $35 to the credit card, $15 into your core fractional investing fund. This will not kill your investing habit. Instead, you are laying foundation for wealth. Death by buy now, pay later and subscriptions. Those small charges really add up. They can drain your savings. Mistake number 5 is very common this year. Letting buy now, pay later and small subscriptions quietly erase your investing money. If your income is low, your biggest enemy is not lattes. It's future payments you already locked in. Let's do a quick check. Do you have 3 or more buy now, pay later plans? More than 5 small subscriptions, music, games, apps, streaming? If you could invest just $5 a day, that's $150 a month into fractional shares. Well, over 20 years at 8%, that could be around 88, but 4 to 5 MPL plans at $30 to $40 each? That's your entire $150, gone to stuff that's probably losing value. So how do I fix it in a way that I won't feel like I am suffering? It's simpler than you think. Try this one-in, one-out rule. 1. List all buy now, pay later and subscriptions. 2. For the next 90 days, you can't add a new one unless you cancel or finish an old one. 3. Any payment you free up must be automatically redirected into your investing app as a recurring fractional purchase. So cancel those subscriptions. Set up an automatic $10 a month fractional buy in your core fund. By then, you would have turned old spending into new ownership. Mistake number 6, having $20 here, $40 there, $60 somewhere else, instead of one clear system. This was me. One spare change app, one crypto app, one free stock app, and none of them had more than $100. There are 3 problems associated with scattering money that way. 1. You can't see progress, so you feel like nothing's working. 2. It's easy to cash out tiny accounts for impulse buys. 3. You pay duplicate fees or spreads without noticing. Let me ask you this question. Do you have 3 or more investing or trading apps, all under $500 each? If yes, put a yes next to number 6. Then, here is how to fix it. Get one core account. 1. Pick one main broker or app that allows fractional investing and has low or zero monthly fees, or offers broad index funds or ETFs. 2. Gradually merge your small accounts into that one. When low-income investors see all their money in one place, when low-income investors see all their money in one place, $100 becomes $300, then $500, then $1,000. You finally see the empire you're building. Mistake number 7, saying I want to be rich, but never writing one actual number with a date. Your brain doesn't work on vague wishes, it works on specific targets. Get your writing materials and let's do a quick check. Do you have a written goal like... Get your writing materials and let's do a quick check. Do you have a written goal like... I will have $1,000 invested by December 31st this year by putting in X dollars per week. If not, put a yes next to number 7. Here's a simple framework for low-income investors. Write down 3 numbers. 1. I want $300 invested. 2. Next target, I want $1,000 invested. 3. Time frame. Pick a realistic date for each. Then reverse it. To reach $300 in 6 months, you need about $12 a week. That can be $2 a day on weekdays, or canceling one subscription and redirecting that money. This is exactly how we structure it in my book, From Spare Change to Smart Wealth. The $1 Blueprint for Low-Income Investors to Build Wealth with Fractional Investing. In the book, you get a step-by-step $1 plan and printable sheets to set these targets and automate them. In the book, you get a step-by-step $1 plan and printable sheets to set these targets and automate them. Tell me your score, and I will tell you what to do next. Look at your paper. Count how many check marks you have out of 7. Is it 0 to 2 shoals? You're doing better than you think. Tighten a few screws. Is your score 3 to 5 chess? You're normal. But normal is why your money's stuck. Did you score 6 to 7 checkers? You're exactly who this channel exists for. Here's your next move, and it is boring on purpose. 1. Pick just 2 mistakes you marked. 2. In the next 7 days, fix one small thing for each. For example, cancel one subscription and redirect that money into automatic fractional investing. Combine 2 tiny accounts into one core account. Set up a $1 a day auto invest once your $100-300 shock absorber is ready. Don't try to fix everything in a week. Just stop the biggest leaks first. If you want more step-by-step, low-income specific guidance, not hype, you'll want the full blueprint. The book is called From Spare Change to Smart Wealth. The $1 Blueprint for Low-Income Investors to Build Wealth with Fractional Investing. The $1 Blueprint for Low-Income Investors to Build Wealth with Fractional Investing. It shows you exactly how to start with $1 at a time, how to choose your core fractional investments, and how to automate everything so your wealth grows even when your income is low. Get the book, From Spare Change to Smart Wealth. Link in description and bio. If this video helped, do 3 things. 1. Comment below with how many cheese you had. 2. Subscribe to Wealth Empire TV for more practical videos for low-income investors in 2026. 3. Fix one mistake before you sleep tonight. We're not chasing dreams here. Rather, we are plugging leaks one boring, powerful decision at a time. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you have not done so. See you in the next video.